Well, there she is.
Morning.
You haven't been appearing on any of the videos lately, so people,
All right.
one or two people have made a remark about that.
Oh dear.
And I said it was my fault. I didn't.
You didn't do any videoing while I was.
No, with you.
Right.
No.
Around.
I was disappearing upstairs to do everything. Yeah, so we've just had breakfast.
Yeah.
And we've just watched Eric, Nomadic Fanatic.
Ah, yeah.
We always watch him, don't we?
Yeah, I like Rick.
Yeah.
And his cats.
And his cats, yeah. Yeah.
If I keep lifting my head up, it's because I can't see. When I look straight on, it's blurry, but if I lift my head up a bit, I can see what's going on.
So does that mean this wants
No,
to go
no,
up,
it's
or
like
does this want to go down?
I think it's my glasses, darling.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
The...
Yeah. No travelling at the moment, are we?
No.
Waiting for
it's
tomorrow.
Yeah.
When
diabetic nurse ringing and blood tests again. And
blood tests on Wednesday. But probably gonna ring some sites for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I want to head towards Lytham.
Yeah.
I like Lytham, it was nice.
Yeah. We're going to have to get on a site inland.
Yeah, it's a bit expensive, isn't it? Just for parking up in Lytham.
Parking overnight. But there is car parks in Lytham, hopefully. I don't know whether it's busy. Maybe you'll lot know whether it's busy over there or not. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay. See you later.
See you on our travels.
Bye.
Bye.
So, the next stage in the saga of Trevor. Yeah. Well, my dad got me a job at laundry, didn't he? But only temporary, fortunately, because it was in the cobbler's department. I mean, they used to do shoe repairs, and they put me in the cobbler's department, not to do cobbling, but to just shine shoes that had been repaired. And it was no good to me, wasn't this, because it was warm in the laundry. It was a massive place, very big place, and the radio was on, coming out of the speakers. It was warm, and I used to get heavier and heavier. I used to be stood there buffing these shoes, and I'd get drowsier, and I eventually, one day, I literally fell asleep, and I was awoken with a jolt. I couldn't stand it. I'd been working outdoors in fresh air, and this place just sent me to sleep. But I did get on another farm, but that's the next story, the next farm. But what I wanted to go into a bit more detail was this laundry, because I don't think it's an institution, is this laundry. And I don't think there are any places that exist like that anymore, because the laundry, you had, well, there must have been hundreds of people working there. The van men, the women in the laundry, there's a little shop for taking in dry cleaning, and there was the dry cleaning department, the cobbler department for all the shoes. The offices, they had their own mechanics, so they had their own garage, and I grew up with everybody who worked at the laundry worked there years, and I grew up with them. I know the name of the head mechanic. I can still remember his name. They had their own accountancy department. When you were on the vans, when you came every day, you brought your books and your money, and it had to balance. And if it was short, it was taken out of your wages. And it had its own canteen, and the meals were, there were cooks ladies who worked in the canteen who prepared food, brilliant food, subsidised, so it was cheap. And I had a meal a time or two in there. It was excellent, and there was a very congenial atmosphere. I don't know, it's hard to explain really, but the kind of place it was during Christmas time. They used to have a party, a Christmas party in the works, and I remember the van men were uncles, called uncles, and they were appointed so many kids. They were all done voluntarily. And so many kids were put with each of these van men, and you were looked after. And there were an enormous table with kids eating with sandwiches and jelly and ice cream and all the rest of it. And of course a Santa Claus would come, and it'd be one of the van men dressed up, and you'd all get a present. And after Christmas, there was the pantomimes in Leeds, and they used to hire a coach and take all the kids to the pantomime in Leeds. That's the kind of works it was, and the kind of institution it was almost. And does anything like that exist today? And I'm sure at that time, back in the 60s, that there were other major works that employed a lot of people, that ran things like that. I don't think it were an exception in them days, but probably is now. I just thought I'd tell you about the laundry, this incredible place, which sadly eventually shut down, because of the changes that were coming. Okay, yeah. And then the next stage is we're going to Home Firth next. Okay, see you later.